spend the day with me and let's catch up. Third trimester has hit me like a steam train, having come out of absolutely nowhere. I'm starting to get a little bit freaked out about all the stuff that's still left to do in our house. And we have 2 baby showers this weekend, one of which is in our house. So it's all systems go, and I see another tip trip in my future very, very soon. That was me recommending Cocoa Butter Kisses by Tallow and Ash, by the way. I've officially transitioned over from using fresh pistachio all summer, and it's perfect for bed sheets. Anyone else deal with crumbs the lazy way, which is brushing them onto the floor and then vacuuming them up? Anyway, I have had some big challenges with sorting out our house, and the nursery clear out has been one of them. Because going from being in a 2-bed flat with no storage to being in a 3-bed house has been a blessing, but probably more so a curse. It's meant that our smallest bedroom, which we previously called the office but barely got a chance to use as an office, has become yet another of our dumping grounds for things to be dealt with when we can be bothered. And surprisingly enough, we haven't been bothered. Until now, because we absolutely have to deal with it. So shout out to the baby, thank you for making us do it. I say us, it's mostly me because it's mostly my crap. I put all Tom's stuff aside and he's usually dealt with it within 2 minutes of getting home from work. What a jammy bastard. But I've got into a good groove with all of these clear outs with how I'm doing it. Putting stuff in piles according to the different types of recycling, things that need to go in different places, and then dealing with the piles, and then being too tired to do anything else. So we revisit it the next day, which means progress is slow, but I am starting to get to the point where the bump is too big for me to do too much at one time. And as much as we cannot wait to meet the baby, I really don't need to be going into preterm labour just because I was clearing out my kitchen. Speaking of, me and my massive black pants are going to clear off this kitchen table again, because until it's a nappy changing station, it is a bloody useful place to put stuff. But I'm doing my best not to let things settle there for too long. By the way, I was taking pictures of those cleaning products to put them on Olio to give them away in my local area. For sealed stuff, when I have too much, I really like to give to the local food bank if they need it. But a lot of these were things I used half of, so I gave them away instead. And people had messaged me within 2 minutes wanting the fabric softener and the dishwasher tablets. So you always know it's going to a good home. Now, I don't by any means put makeup on every day. Because I work from home, I don't really need to most of the time. And sometimes I find it really overstimulating. But I have got a good routine now of just 4 products that make me feel so much better when I actually do put makeup on. And on this particular day, I had a midwife appointment and a growth scan. Though my midwife told me when I got there that if I have a scan, I don't need to see her, which is great because how would I know that? So that did feel like a waste of time. But at my last growth scan, we had a bit of a scare where the baby came up small, so I had to go to fetal medicine. But this time, all the centiles were perfect, so getting to see the baby really just made my day. And then I did a shift in the nursery, trying on all of the maternity and postpartum stuff that my sister lent me, and then falling over trying to help my sore hips. And now we're jumping to the big reward of the day, which is getting in those clean sheets and my pregnancy pillow of dreams. Here's a sneak peek of my next video where we're tackling the desk. Until next time, bye!